Guys, this week we have an awesome episode. I'm going to be playing the old course in a little bit and you guys are going to join me. I'm so excited. We got good weather, which is not often the case here in Scotland. How beautiful is this? RNA clubhouse behind. Nobody here to irritate me or play with me. I've got the course to myself, so this is going to be awesome. This is going to be enjoyable as long as the weather stays away. I'm a bit chilly though. This wind is off the ocean right now, so I will need to add a jacket at some point. Got a surprise for you. We've got Roger McStravick, a golf historian, who's going to walk this first hole. Maybe I can persuade him to more, but he's going to join me now and I'll try and quiz him. One of our best friends is Rory's auntie. Okay. That sort of thing. We all live pretty close. So around Belfast in that side. That's where Rory's mum's from. Okay. So, but yeah. And what brought you to Scotland? Architecture. Okay. It was the best year of my life, you know, 10 guys. Studying golf courses. You know, growing up, I played a game. Have you ever heard of Sim Golf? It was the old Sims game that they had, and they had a golf version. So you could design your own golf course on there. And I spent probably 300-400 hours as a kid playing Sim Golf. I would design my own courses, but then I would also go, I know these 3 or 4 courses in Johannesburg and Pretoria area. I'm going to build that from my head. And then the game has little minions go out and play, and they basically value your course. They say, oh, this is a lovely course, I'll give you X amount of money. So that was my theory, to say, which is the best designed course of these 3 that I know in South Africa? I'll let the game decide. So I'd put it all out on the landscape, and then the little minions would tell me which course was the best layout. All right, well, we've got to hit a shot in here, I guess, Brett. 96. One little hop and it should be close. Ooh, pretty firm already. That's good. Have you guys got much rain recently?
No.
Or? Okay.
No, it's been the best summer.
That's why.
For a long time, you know. You usually have one day of sunshine and you think, oh, that's it, you know. But during the summer, this summer, it was just
I've been here enough to know that. I mean, I have had one Dunhill links that was like pretty good. We had 5 days of sunshine, 2 days of like stormy weather, but this right now is perfect. I've never really played the old course under such calm conditions. Yeah. Played the Open, what was it, 4 years ago, 3 years ago? That was the last one here. And then Dunhill Links last year was the last time I was here.
How did you do?
Dunhill, I missed the cut, but the Open I played well. I finished 22nd, I think.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I looked up on the 13th tee box and I was 3 shots back.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh gosh, this is, I've got 5 holes left. Come on, Dill, let's go. But as you know, the leaders were just teeing off. So 3 shots back. I was on 13 tees, still lots of golf left. So that was the one that Cam Smith won.
Oh, wow. The last time I was here,
Yeah, I ended up, I think, 1 over, 2 over the last 5 holes and finished 22nd or something around there.
That's still very good.
Yeah, it was, I mean, that's one of my dreams, honestly, to play an Open here. Once I'd confirmed that I was in the field, I was like, it's pretty much every box ticked from like a history or a where to play. For me, I've played in all the majors, I've played in multiple in each of them, and it's like I just had to do one more here at the old course.
Yeah, absolutely. I was hoping Rory was going to win that, I have to say.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. I was thinking about that on the range, actually. I was like, okay, what does it take to play well at the old course? In my head, I was like, you don't need to be accurate off the tee, we all know that. But it's almost like a funnel, like as soon as you get closer to the green, now all of a sudden your targets have to shrink and you've got to be exact and you've got to hit some tricky shots into back pins. And
absolutely. It's not about being a big hitter here, you know, it's about your shot making. Yeah. You know, and your short game. You know, because you can just be faced with ridiculous putts that don't seem to have any clear way to the hole. Yeah,
and you've got to hit it either straight up a hill and then downhill or out left and back, or you've got to chip it off a tight lie on the green because you can't putt it.
Yeah, I know. But that's the joy of St Andrews. Really.
So tell me that, okay, the history of it. What was the existing holes from the initial layout? Which holes were those?
The back 9.
Okay.
So, and what it is, when Tom Morris came back from Prestwick, this used to be all gorse. The front 9 that we play used to be all gorse. He cleared away all the gorse and widened the fairways, and he had to come sideways because we're running out of space that direction because it's the Eden estuary. Okay. So all the fairways are lozenge shape. You know,
explain that word to me.
So they come out sideways.
Okay.
They expanded, but instead of going that direction, you would have cut into the next hole. Yes. They come out this way.
Ah, okay.
So they're all that, and and he put a pin. The pin was put on this, and then they realised actually they can play
the inside road almost.
They can play, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
One theory about this green on the first green is that it was supposed to be for the 17th, so you didn't have to go.
Oh, you could just come straight out.
So
that space. What was over there? Was there a farm, or what was the initial land?
So there was always sheds there.
Okay.
And that's what they used to dry wood.
Okay.
So all the hickory clubs and stuff.
Yes.
That's what that shed is there.
So they were meant to come straight line for the home hole. Yeah.
So, but one time they took it down, and there was an uproar, you know. And then they tried to put up a cage to replicate the shed, and again an uproar. So they put the shed back, you know. So it is a fantastic hole, you know. But the original first hole. So if you think they're going, their first hole is from the 18th
back to the green
to
here.
the 17th. Yeah. But the original first hole was, do you know where the Octoloni shop is?
Yes. Yeah, on the corner.
Yeah. So this triangle here of buildings didn't exist.
Okay.
So they're in the garden of Octoloni's, and they're playing to the 17th green.
Ah, so there was all grass and fields down here where these buildings were.
Absolutely, yeah.
So it's almost like you play these two parallel, and then you would switch over to go to the front.
So absolutely.
Once they redesigned it.
And when you approach it from that angle,
the
17th makes sense.
It's true.
It's just a straight green.
And a little lead up to it.
Absolutely.
No crazy road and a slope and a bunker staring you in the face.
And the road was always there. That was the road out of St Andrews. That's the main road.
Okay, so you would come down on that main road, and would continue beyond the Old Course Hotel now.
So they diverted it when they had the train, because the train used to stop there.
Yeah.
And then they brought it into town, but they needed to get it up and over.
Ah, okay.
So that's what they did. So the main road now goes.
And they shifted it on the inside.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, I've got to hit a putter before I lose my spot in the field. This lady's staring me down from the fairway. I love these greens. I love seeing different colors, different patches in here. This is like old school golf. It's not your perfect flat manicured greens. You almost have to read some of the little bumps and hollows, and I'm going to try. And I haven't hit one practice putt yet, so if this goes in, I will be gladly surprised. First putt on Scottish soil in, what, 3 months since the Scottish Open? Oh, they're slow, holy cow. I probably should have hit some practice putts, but that's all right. Par on the first. Oh, hit it on 17 fairway. But that's okay.
Probably have an okay line.
Yeah. Weird angle to the green, but that's fine. I mentioned the Scottish Open. I always stay in North Berwick, and I always forget, what is the order of courses that were designed? And there's obviously, this one was first, that one was second. Like, what is the official earliest golf course? 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, how did the game develop from?
Yeah, it's contentious.
That's the thing. I've never gotten a real answer.
It's based on when do you have your committee books, you know.
Okay, so when was the club formed?
Yeah,
when did you have
absolutely.
people?
So we were 1754. The Honourable Company was before us. So by us I mean sort of RNA. So yeah, but there was a lot of people playing golf for hundreds of years, but they hadn't formed themselves into clubs.
Ah, okay.
You know, because golf has been played here somewhere between 1424, 1457.
Wow.
1424, James banned golf because they wanted them to be practicing their archery to fight the English.
Yep.
1457, another James banned football and golf. So that's why we think somewhere in between.
Ah, okay.
You know?
So then the word golf club then connotates towards membership, a group of people coming together.
Absolutely.
So then let me change my question. The geography of the land, like what was the city or the area where golf was played first? Have we got down to that before, or no? Is it so widespread?
Because around Edinburgh, around Musselburgh, they've been playing golf for hundreds and hundreds of years. There's always been stick and ball games, even from Roman times, you know. But Scotland's definitely invented golf.
Okay.
Because the royal game is a long game played over a distance to a hole in the ground.
Okay.
Whereas the Dutch played on ice, like they had spikes in their shoes.
Yep.
They had very similar rules, but they played on ice.
So yeah, that's not considered a terrestrial game in the sense it's on a different landscape.
And they pled to a stick in the ground because obviously you couldn't have a hole in the
Yes.
ice. It's like, oh no, I've holed it.
That would be a little bit risky. All right, Brett, which flag are we playing to? I'm going to put my caddy under pressure here. What color flag are we playing to?
What?
Okay. Are you sure? Are you 100% sure?
A couple of things I'm 100% sure about. Texas. Having to go to the Twin.
Yeah.
No, you're spot on. So for those that don't know, on the way out, you should be aiming at the white flags. And on the way back, the blue ones.
Yeah.
Is that, Roger, is that
No, that's
consistent
perfect.
throughout the year? Like that's,
Yeah,
that's just
absolutely.
how it is.
Yeah, I was out last week and there
There are tons of stories about guys hitting shots at a flag and going, oh, that's perfect, that's beautiful. And then his buddy looks over and he goes, where are you going, bro? It's like, I hit it right next to the flag. No, you aimed at the wrong hole.
What did you have then?
170 hole, so there's a bit of a slope I've got to carry. I'm just going to go 165 swing. Just needs a soft bounce. This is a tough one to stop. Oh, just land on top of the hill.
Yeah.
Perfect.
She'll tell you about the sort of evolution of the Open.
Okay.
Because it's the area beside the 18th green, you know those houses?
Yes.
So the first house was Alan Robertson's,
Okay.
and he was a champion golfer.
Are we talking from the top of the hill, like the green
Golf.
side coming down the hill?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, golf place, and then the links, you know, the very corner house.
Yeah.
Alan Robertson, he was a champion golfer for 19 years.
Yep.
His dad was also a champion golfer for 5 years, so the pair of them were champion golfers for
So that would have been near the existing first tee where they
where they lived.
used to start, yeah.
Yeah. And then, but then he died. It was like, well, who's the new champion golfer? So Prestwick create the Open to answer that question.
Ah, okay. All right, my 8-iron's come up a little shy here, but I kept it inside, what, 20 feet? Still not a bad shot from 170 yards out. All right, we got the speed. Do we have the line? No. Another par, but solid start. Ooh, starting to get cold now. Luckily, I have some extra layers. We've hit another good drive here. I got 86 yards left. I'm shivering now. I need to find a way to warm up, but 86 yards downwind to try and land this about 80. Should have enough spin to hold the green. Ooh, it's on a good line. Just needs to spin. Okay, I like that. I think we're going to enjoy that. I counted my chickens a bit too early there. It landed hole high. I found the pitch mark, but 7 yards of skip. I didn't calculate enough bounce and roll in that lob wedge. But again, we're still inside 20 feet, looking at birdie. And all these putts, if you ever played the old course, you know it's either right edge, left edge, or maybe a ball outside. When you get on these flat sections, it's all subtle breaks. And number one, just get it to the hole because the greens are typically really slow. Thought that was going to go left at the end and it's actually gone right. So that's the tricky thing about these greens. They look so flat, they look so straight on most putts, but these little subtle things are important when you're either going left edge or right edge. It gets kind of confusing when you got to get these tee shots, but luckily we have a few stands for camera towers. So my target here is the right edge of that camera tower. If anything, it leaks a bit right, I'm all good, but it looks crazy and hectic out there, but there's a massive fairway down there, so no pressure on this one. Oh, that's perfect. All right, let's go. Okay, pin's on 35. That's a middle pin here almost. This green I think is 60 yards deep, 55 yards deep, one of the smaller greens at the old course. So I can land this anywhere short of the pin. It's flat 135 to the hole. Bit of wind out the left. Got to pick my target again. It's really tough sometimes to find a small target on this course because the visuals are so big. Lots of space everywhere. Oh, I pulled it into the wind. Nice safe shot to the middle of the green. Gonna have another long putt. I was trying to use this hill here, get a little spin off the hill and roll it down to the flag, but I've ended up short of it, so we got another long putt. I think a lot of the stuff I deal with on this golf course is a mentality around you are going to have to make a lot of putts. The person with the best short game on this course typically is the one that wins. Everyone thinks it's the guy that bombs it super far and the guy that hits it 350 off every tee, but the tough part about this course is making these 10 to 20 footers, because honestly you just face them all day long. A lot of guys will hit a lot of greens. You'll hit 17 or 18 greens out here pretty comfortably, and it's more so about, can you figure out these little subtle breaks and find its way to the hole. Oh no, we found a putt that has some break finally, and we'll have to putt this one for the camera, right? Let's try and make this to stay even par for the round. Easy putt. That's the nice thing about the short putts. You can go really firm and straight. You just hit the back of the cup. It's not going to break much. All right, we're off to the 5th now. This is one of my most enjoyable holes. It's a fun one. It's a tricky-ish drive, but once you get the drive away, it's eagle time, or it's got a lot of danger by the green, so you can really mess it up around the green. So you want to be at the yellow or left of it. So look at the horizon. Yeah. You see that little valley it comes down into.
Yeah. Got you.
So for me, the target is going to be left. We've got to keep it left of the right tower.
Fine. So there's a on the
hill. There's a tower. Yeah. On that tower is perfect. Or that's the right margin for me. So you never want to go down the right center of this fairway, because you've got a bunch of bunkers there that, the fuck with your ball, as the late Robin Williams says. Oh, and I'm messing with those bunkers. That may find one of them. We've got 206 to the flag. There is a massive, here's a South African word for you, Donga. There's a massive Donga in the front. 193 front right. I'm hoping to have a little bit of help with this 6-iron. Oh no, that's gonna be short. Go! Nope, you guys are gonna see this hill now. That's short in the hill. The Donga is just a crevice, a barranca in Spanish, I guess, in American Spanish. Don't know any other synonyms, but we are in it, that is for sure. I'm gonna have a tough chip up the hill, but I've been there before. I know the slope, so should be able to handle it. You'll get some scale here. We're almost in a half pipe for those skateboarders out here. You just pull the board out. That was an eggplant for those that know their skateboarding. Oh man, yeah, so during the tournament you want to choose, are you going to bounce it here with a low shot and roll it up on the green, or are you going to try fly it all the way onto the flat? I definitely got that wrong, but it's all right. We've got a nice long pitch coming up. See if I can control the speed and distance, give it the right amount of spin, and feel it. Goal is to not be technical in these kind of shots, just try and get the distance right. Oh no, it's breaking left. I had a breaking left to right. It's trying at the end, a little bit short, but you can see the scale of this green. It's 100 yards all the way to the back of the green. If you want to come have a look at it in the yardage book here, you can zoom in and see big red 100. Front edge to back edge, 100 yards. Michael Phelps made an amazing putt from all the way here to a front pin. You'll find that on YouTube as well. It was like a 90-yard putt, ridiculous. Oh man, I am faced with another 15 to 20 footer. I need to find a way to make these putts, because I seem to be leaving myself with them the whole day. Find the cup. Hey! Finally made one. 1 under par. That was a lot harder than it should have been. We should have just hit it on the green and nice easy eagle putt, but I got to learn what a Donga is, and I got to play out of a Donga as well. Well done, caddy. The left edge of the fairway is the target. The little gorse bush down there, that's where we're trying to hit this. Anything over 300 in the air. So even if we hit in the left rough, we're happy. You're just trying to clear those 3 bunkers down the left-hand side. When the wind blows into us, this tee shot is probably the toughest on the course. This and number 13. Another tough tee shot to pick a small target, but thankfully the target here is about 100 yards wide. We're not worried about the left rough on hole number 6. There are 3 bunkers down the left side. That's the only thing you're trying to avoid. Oh baby, I might have hit it down the real fairway there. So it tightens out at about 300, but That is pure. That should be solid. So I often get the question, what is my favorite course in the world? And I've got to tell people that's the wrong question. The right question is, what is your favorite course for tournament conditions? That would be TPC Sawgrass in America. And then the other part of the question is, what course, if you only had one round to play, or the rest of your life you could only play one course, what would it be? For me, the old course at St Andrews. It's my favorite course to play. Tournament conditions obviously different. I played an Open Championship here 3 years ago, but the cool thing about the old course is that you get different conditions every day. You get wind, you get rain, you get different directions of that wind, and you can play it from different tees. You can play it back to front. You can play the first green to the 17th green, first tee to the 17th green. There's so much fun you can have on this course. This would be my ultimate one course for the rest of my life. Comment below and tell me what your favorite tournament course is, and then also what course, if you could only choose one to play the rest of your life, tell me in the comments below what you guys think. All right, 96 yards. Another benefit of playing the old course is you never shoot the tree behind the green with the rangefinder. It's either going to tell you 400 yards way down there or 100 to 150. So 96, pretty flat green here, or it's in a flat section of the green. And the ball's sitting down a bit. Here's another thing you got to deal with on these linksy courses is finding little holes and divots, old repatriated divots that the ball tends to find. And in order to catch it clean from there, you got to hit down on the ball. So 96 yards, I'm going to hit down on this one a little extra. Should skirt to the right and skip to the hole, hopefully. Oh, can't see, maybe a little shy. So when it comes to the Open Championship, the pins look a lot different to what this week is going to be. You got a sharp edge here in the front, so they'll stick a pin during the Open. We had one somewhere right here. So you got the wind howling off the left. Most guys are driving it down the left. Now all of a sudden in the rough, playing to a tight pin, you got to land it in front. You got to work ways to use these hills to get it close, because if you don't, you land it here, your ball's going 50 feet past the pin. So this week you'll see a lot of birdie putts in the Dunhill Links Championship, but when it comes to the Open, they find ways to trick it up. It's going to sound like a broken record here, but look at this distance I am from the hole. It's 15 feet to 20 feet almost every time. I'm just going to go straight and firm on this one because I'm not 100% sure which way it's breaking, but I do know I can hit it straight at the hole and maybe hit the back of the cup. No, it wiggled left. All right, we'll tap that in for another par. On to the next hole, 1 under par through 6 holes. All right, hole number 7. This is a beauty. So during the Open, I came up with a new theory to play hole number 7. I don't think anyone's ever tried this, but I was smashing it with my old extra long driver. There's a spot down the right-hand side, 300 to cover 2 small little bunkers, and then 325 to cover a big cross bunker. You guys probably know that cross bunker on hole number 7. Maybe you can name it. Is it the shell bunker? I don't know. You guys need to tell me in the comments. I can't remember the name of this bunker, but I tried to hit it over that bunker on the right just to take it totally out of play. It worked out. I made, I think, 2 birdies on this hole during the Open, but it's a risky play. Today, I'm just going to play it more conventionally. We've got about 270 till it runs out. Brett, I think we're going 5 wood. Just a high 5 wood, land it in the fairway, then we'll have a wedge in. That is perfect. Center left. And as you can see, it's flying straight at those guys. Oh no, but it's fine. It's short of them. That is the 11th green over there. Guys will walk across this fairway to get to the 11th green. 107 flag on hole number 7. This green runs away from you a little left to right. It's generally flat, but we've got the wind left to right. We've got the green a bit left to right. So I'm going to favor just left of the flag. Again, another tight lie here. Brett, you want to give me an old ball there if you have one? So during practice rounds, I'll save the brand new ball because these wedges will tear up an old ball. It's a nice tool for you at home if you're practicing and you want to save a ball and make sure that you still keep it clean for the driver and the irons, that it doesn't have a huge scuff mark on it. You just switch it out. It's a good line. I think it's a bit shy though. Get a bounce. No, it should be all right. Probably 15, 20 feet again, right? So you can see here, this is the 11th tee. You play directly over the 7th fairway to the green here. The green behind you, we'll show you later, is a crazy one. It is diabolical if you miss the green. Your up and down rate's probably like 30%. Very difficult, but I don't know, there's a lot going on. You can see some amateurs in the background there. They're practicing, they're trying to get used to the course as well. The Dunhill Links tournament is obviously one of the most sought after pro-ams in the world. Guys will pay any amount of money to get in, but unfortunately that doesn't work. Johan Rupert is the one that owns Dunhill and runs this tournament. He wants to have his friends there. He wants people that respect the game, people that are good people that give back to charity. So there's no way you can buy your way into this tournament. You have to find a way through, I guess, good charitable deeds and being a good person and knowing the right people. That's obviously a key one too. But for me, it's such a cool tournament because we get to rub shoulders with other businessmen, celebs, tons of people that in my normal life I would never get to see. And then you've got the added bonus of tons of South African sports people. We've got rugby players, some cricketers. So I don't know who I'm going to be playing with this week, but that comes out in the draw party. I'll know on Tuesday evening. Last year I had Monet Duplessis, wonderful man. He taught me a lot. Got to know him, and he lives in the town where my mom lives, down in Hermanus in the Cape. So I'm excited this week. And yeah, the other people we play with, I don't know. The pro obviously is the guy I'm going to know, but the amateurs are going to be the fun ones for me. I've finally got it inside 10 feet. So we want to call this a makeable putt. I'm going to switch back to my brand new clean Callaway golf ball. This is my wedge ball that has a scuff on it. We don't want it to mess with the putt. You can see here on these greens there's a bunch of different colors to it, and those are actually different types of grasses. So the brown stuff underneath, I don't know what that is. You guys can tell me. Is it some kind of bent grass? I'm not sure. But then these darker patches here is a different strand of grass. So I'm technically putting on 3 different greens here. Got to figure out a way to make the ball go in the hole over 3 different surfaces. Oh yeah, that's the way. So if you guys have noticed, if you really follow the channel, you'll see that I switched to a blade style putter. I was just telling my caddy, he's like, what is this still? No more mallet putter. This is still an Odyssey, but going back to feel. I'm going back to just playing the game straight up, feel based. I don't know what else to say. I've been struggling with the putting, so this guy is gonna turn my ear around and hopefully bring me a bunch of birdies and eagles in the near future. All right, we're on the 8th hole now, guys. We've made the turn. This is the furthest point out, and we head back towards the town of St. Andrews. I've got 179 to the hole, and we are slightly into the breeze now, thanks to that turning around. I'm gonna be hitting a 6-iron, trying to feed it in there with the wind and get it close to the flag. Oh no, I've turned that one over. That is riding the wind and way left. That's going to be a long, long, long putt. This is going to be a tricky one. I might need my glove for this to hold on to the putter, but basically we've hit it way down there. You might see the ball. And I actually have a sprinkler in my way. So we've got many different things going on here. As you come with me, you can see the green is so big, they have a built-in sprinkler on the green. It's going to spread out here and fill this whole area with water when they need it. But I'm going to read this putt in 3 different parts. So it's easy for you to just stand behind it and try and imagine what it's doing. But when you break it into 3 different parts, you can be specific for the whole putt. So I've got about 2 feet left on the first third, or it's the last third as I play it. Middle section here, I've got about 1 foot, so I'm at 3 feet of break. And then as I get behind the ball here, I'm going to fill in my final third. And here, because the ball takes off at a much faster speed, it's not going to take a lot of the break. Got another 2 feet, so 2, 3, and 1. We're looking at about 6 feet left of the hole, which thankfully is just off of that sprinkler head. And the tough part is going to be finding the right speed for this. This is probably a 90-foot putt, almost 100 feet. And I am really out on a limb here. Let's see how close we can put this. Okay, we've gone way left. This might actually, whoa, just skimmed the, oh, yes, please. 100-footer down to, what is that? 2 feet? 2.5 feet? We'll take it. I mean, I'm just glad I avoided that sprinkler head. All right, no bogeys today, no bogeys today, no bogeys today. Okay, got another par. I'm happy with that. Not happy with the iron shot, Brett, but I'm happy with the putt. It's good practice for the week. All right, guys, 9th hole, a drivable par 4. The old course is famous for many things, but this is probably one of the feature drivable holes besides the 18th. I've got a long way to the front edge. I'm not even gonna, actually, let me check the book. We'll get a good number here. Should be around 320 to the front edge, but I'm into the wind, so that's why I'm not too worried about it. 336, I'm gonna have to give this a wallop to get it close, but good thing I've got a lot of power in the trunk. This is gonna be a low, hard driver with a draw trying to roll it past those fairway bunkers and get it somewhere close to the green. Here we go. I'm going to put all of it into this. Oh man, that might do it, Brett. Missed that bunker. Oh, I didn't see a bounce. I don't know. We'll find out. Ninth green. I almost got there. 336 to the front, so I've hit that a good 320 yards into the wind. Here's another benefit to having a blade putter, which I've just switched to. I can hit these fairway shots with it. You have a lot more control when you can swing this guy almost like a full swing, hit it out the middle. Don't have a big mallet putter. I'm gonna check the break here a little bit. I'm kind of going on memory with this one. I won't waste your guys' time by walking up to the hole. I'm just gonna hit this on memory and try and get the speed right. So this fairway is gonna be a lot slower than what the green is. I'm gonna have to average that out and just find a way to get the right speed to this middle pin. That is going to be a bit short, I think. What do you think, Brett? Roll, baby, roll. Oh no, we got the speed right there. That's pretty solid. 3-4 feet. So I'll see if I can find the footage, but during the Open I had a really cool thing happen here. I hit in a bunker way back there. It was a windy day. I only hit about 270 off the tee and I had 45, 50 yards out of a bunker. I was honestly shitting myself trying to hit this bunker shot. I might hit it fat, I might hit it heavy. I don't know, but I managed to land it on the green. It bounced, it rolled. Hopefully the footage shows it. It hit the pin and went in. I made an eagle on this hole from like 40 yards out of a bunker. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, Dill's got to make this for another birdie to turn in 3 under par. Again, no read here. We're trying to be natural. We're trying to be athletic. Blade style putter. Hit the back of the cup, Dill. There we go. We're making the turn, folks. 3 under par. Let's keep it going. If you guys are golf nerds, you will know the Dunhill Links is a really sought after tournament, as I've said earlier in the video, but probably the one thing that's the most sought after thing during the week are these little shacks. They have the best food, the best snacks, mainly because it's so freezing cold while you're out here playing. You're just looking for some respite from the weather, but we'll take you inside and give you a show. Hey guys, I feel like I'm going to give you guys a full tour here. It's like a welcome to my crib situation. We're going to start with the sweet stuff because you guys know I have a sweet tooth. We've got donuts. What do you guys call these? Flapjacks, I guess, in Scotland? The flapjack. Some kind of lemon blueberry cake there. Oh, some Scottish, real Scottish shortbread. And then here, obviously drinks. That's boring. Boo. What do we have today, boys? We've got sage and tomato pie. Is that a pie? Yeah. Okay, we got the famous sausage roll, as I would call it. You guys call it pork and haggis? I've never seen that before. Okay. Soup of the day. What's soup of the day? Leek and potato. I'll definitely have some of that. Hot pot of the day. What do we got in there? Some meat?
Beef chili. Yeah.
Beef chili. Ooh, that'll warm you up. And then vegetarian hot pot for those that don't like meat. Halloumi slider. Cheese and bacon slider. I think I'm gonna go straight in on the cheese and bacon slider right now.
That is very good.
Is that, I mean, I see you loaded up with 6 of them, so, and then if you're really freezing cold, we got coffee machine, what else there? Some tea, and that's about it. Cheers, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that tour, and I'm gonna, that is awesome. How good do those snacks look? I'm kind of getting hungry right now thinking about all of those. I hope you guys enjoyed that front 9. It was a tricky little round. I played well, I think, but we got part 2 coming up if you want to follow on and find that episode. I'm going to be playing from the 10th hole all the way to the home hole, the famed 18th at St Andrews, drivable hole, fun ending to this episode. Yeah, I think that's about it, guys. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you send me some comments. Let me know all those questions I had for you. I don't get a lot of comments, guys. Come on, I feel bad about myself when I put it out there and you guys don't give me answers. So hopefully you guys engage and share it with your friends. Tell everybody how wonderful my page is, but see you in part 2.